Hey YouTube. I have here a recording of a bowl of snow. It is from the bottom layer of 2 snowstorms we had, and I wanted to show you with temperature and time how long it would take for this snow to melt away. Some of you are suggesting that I'm lying. Well, I have 2 videos where I show the exact same thing, and it seems like that YouTube at this moment is crawling with videos of snow that turns black. It might be the soot from the butane lighter. I cannot disprove that, but nevertheless it has a very distinct smell of plastic, or some sort of plastic, silicone for that matter. And some are also implying that it acts like styrofoam. It creeps in under itself like styrofoam do when it's exposed to extreme heat. I have comments on my webpage regarding these 2 videos that in Europe they are not having the same result as we are having over here. So it leads me definitely to believe that there is something to it, that there is something in the snow. And I have, after this little countdown here, or counting of how long it will take for a bowl of snow to melt in a temperature of 7 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius. I'm not saying that I'm not wrong, but I get a little ticked off when people say I'm lying. I also get a little annoyed when people don't pay attention but is more interested in shooting the messenger instead of watching what is taking place. In my first test I did have an ice cube on my plate, because the first video I saw about this subject were with an ice cube and some snow from the garden, and I did the exact same example and I got the same result, and that kind of baffled me a little. So scoffers, you are the ones who are the fools. We are having some weird happenings regarding this snow. We all get the same result, and I just saw a video on Facebook, but that will require, I believe, that you have an account on Facebook to watch this video, or I could put it on my channel by permission from the uploader on Facebook, but the link underneath to that video is there, and that is a lady in Michigan, in Fort Gratiot, and she's putting a snowball into the fireplace, and that is a hot place, and nothing really happens to this snowball, and that I think is a little alarming. So here you have a melt off of this snow, and you also have 2 videos coming up after this where I am examining this residue water, what is left of this melted snow. And the video, or the timing of this snow melt, I stopped after 2 hours and 50 minutes. I had no patience and I was tired. I wanted to go to bed, because you can see on the stopwatch what time it actually is, so there are limits to how long I want to sit up at night and fiddle with stuff. I need to catch some nuggets too. But I know for a fact that we are being sprayed day and night by these airplanes or these crafts who is spraying these polymers, which is part of the chemtrails, and the polymers have this effect that they are inheriting water droplets to them, and that is in order to control and assimilate moisture, so they can guide it and drop it wherever they see fit. They also use a method called ice nucleation. There is many methods in how they are controlling our weather, and the sooting could be because of this material that they are spraying in our atmosphere is being mixed with the snow on its way down, and it ends up, of course, as a residue in our snow, and we end up with a sooting when we are trying to burn it or melt it. And that's pretty much what I can say about that. So it's crawling everywhere, and it's crawling with aliens everywhere, so be aware and God bless you. Okay, you just saw the melt off of the snow, which took quite a while. I would say almost 3 hours it took. Well, I didn't have patience to sit and wait, I wanted to go to bed. But from that scoop of snow, this is what solidified on the bottom of this plate. And this is taken from an underlying layer of what I had been trying to test on. I honestly don't know what all this blackness is. I know they're doing that in United Kingdom, that they are spraying smart dust, and these smart dust is 1 micrometer times 1 micrometer. These look like they are a little bigger than 1 micrometer, definitely. I cannot say what this is, but to me it definitely looked like pollutants in the snow. And this is from an earlier snowfall. You can see what's moving there. That's what is surfacing. I don't know what that is. It doesn't matter really. But I'm mostly concerned about this concentration here, right there. Let me put a stick on it. And you can see here, it's like sand. There's a lot of it. I cannot explain what that stuff is at all. It appears to be quite heavy because it doesn't swirl up and float in the water. It actually stabilizes quite fast. And we are not using any salts or anything to fight the snow in the garden. We got a shovel, and we are using a shovel in the garden to remove snow so the small chihuahuas can get out and, you know, do their daily chores. But over here you can see this stuff. It very quickly falls to the bottom, as you see, very quickly. Let's stir it up again, and you can see how fast it's falling. So it's something which is quite heavy, even though it is very small in size. I don't know what that stuff is, but you can clearly see it very fast falling back again. Well, I think a test from a mass spectrometer costs $20 per test. But you need to, of course, know what you want to test for. But there's a lot of solidifying here in this melted water from that you just saw. And that's all I have to say about that for now. But I'm a little concerned about this stuff right there. That color it has, it's brownish, and it very quickly solidifies. It falls to the bottom immediately, stabilizes. It doesn't swirl up and stay floating. It falls straight down to the bottom, so that tells me it's very heavy compared to its size. So that's all. That is what is left of this bowl of melted snow. God bless you. Okay, this is the melted snow from the recording you just watched while I was talking a little. I have here a magnet, and to show you this is a magnet, I'm going to stick it onto my scissor, right? You can see that is a scissor, and it's a magnet. So we take it off again, and then I'm going to stick it into, not into the water, but I'm going to try and lift it up. Follow what's going on. Can hear
anything following. Except one piece here in the middle. If you can see that one is moving. You see that? It's like we got a little fish on the bottom. You see that thing move? That's the only metal, magnetic metal, that I cannot explain what that is, which is in the of that melt I made yesterday. So I'm gonna take it down again, and I'm gonna zoom in again. That should be sufficient. You can still see that stuff, right? You should be able to. So now I'm taking the magnet out, and now I'm going to stick it in the water. There's the magnet. It's in the water, and then I'm just going to take it around like this and see what is being picked up, if any. But it don't seem like this is magnetic in any form or fashion, except that little piece I found that you saw looked like a little fish. But that little piece is probably sitting somewhere on the magnet right now, which is hard to see in this recording. I probably already picked it up. But the rest, it feels like a sandy texture. And as I said, we're not using salts or anything out in the garden, because that's not very healthy, but you can clearly hear we have a sound of kind of like it's sandy. Hear that? I don't know what it is. I am not sure where it should come from, because I'm quite far away from the road. Something like a whole football lane. So I don't know. I only found one particulate down there which were magnetic for some weird reason. And I strongly believe that I picked it up while I stuck the magnet in the water. There's no reaction from any of the other objects at all. So no, I got that one sucked up on the magnet and have it dried off on the paper here, and now I freaking can't see it. It don't matter. And you can't see anything either, except if I take it over here. And we got something that looks like it's in focus. Right there. That's all I have to say. There's no magnetic substances except that little thing I showed you, that's all. God bless you.